projects will start to have some progress, and things that you've always wanted to start from last year, you'll finally have the energy to do so for this year. Hi everyone, this is Jill of AstroloJill. So for this video, I'm going to be giving you your 2024 energy predictions using astrology, aka horoscopes. So you do use your sun, your moon, and your rising, and I will be making one video per sign. And I do hope you check out the videos of your sun, moon, rising and see which one resonates and see which one helps you the most, or you can combine them to add more depth to your reading. Before I do start with the horoscopes, I just want to show off what I'm wearing. I'm wearing things from my own line and from my friends' brands as well. Feel free to skip this part if you're not really interested. But it's gonna be fast, just maybe a minute. So I'm gonna be putting chapters, so if in case you don't want to see it, feel free to skip. But for now, I'm wearing my foundation here. My shade is number 2, so it has a heavy matte finish that is very long lasting, and I put the enchantment of obsession and attractiveness for this one. And then I'm also using my Aphrodite blush, very natural glow, very natural and dewy glow for there. Next one is I'm using my highlighter. Comes in this really pretty compact in Cygnus, and I'm using it right now on my cheeks. Really pretty, very light pink shade, nice to put on your cheeks. And then I'm also using my Libra lip lacquer there to give you that really Venusian glow. So there, that's my Libra lip lacquer that comes with the charm that Enchanted Airy has made right there. And then I am also wearing earrings from Enchanted Airy. Here, it's made out of gold and a real flower bud, a real rosebud dipped in resin. So you can get all of these items on our website, www.jillandrea.com. And just to show off as well my friend's creations, this is from Gallery Arbery. They're one of my favorite bracelets ever. She is also a good friend of mine. It's Gallery Arbery. And then lastly, this necklace that doubles as a pendulum as well was made by Spring Marionette. I'm going to be linking all of their shops at the description down below. So if you're interested in supporting our businesses, we will be truly grateful and appreciate you so much. And blessings to you as well. Thank you. Now, before we start with the actual horoscope of the zodiac for this video, it's very crucial that you take down these important dates, okay? So for January 1, 2024, Mercury retrograde finally ends. So what a good start of the year, right? We're finally going into 2024 with a clear mind and Mercury in direct, so communication will be really smooth. See, it's still Mercury retrograde. I stuttered. Next is January 20. So Pluto is in Aquarius for the first time since the 1700s. I believe it's 1797 or 1798. I'll have to double check. But this will be the first time it's going to go into Aquarius again. And the last time that it went on Pluto in Aquarius, a very notable historical event was when Napoleon Bonaparte and his French troops captured Cairo. You know, Pluto is a planet of transformation, and Aquarius is very futuristic, so it's really pushing boundaries into something that will benefit or really make an impact in the future. So we will be expecting a lot of movements like that for starting January 2024. So the wars, and then a change in mindset for people. People will not be tolerating as much bullshit anymore. And Aquarius, this is a good time to advocate for the rights of the marginalized communities and really help the collective. You want to add your transformational energy into this age, into this Pluto in Aquarius transit. So Aquarius, futuristic, Pluto, transformation. So expect a lot of that starting January 20. And then another date that I want you to take note is March 25. This is going to be the start of the eclipse season for 2024. I know, eclipse again. We had so much eclipses last 2023 and 2022. So, yes, eclipse again. And this will start with a lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25. And this is going to be very life changing. And the ones that will be affected by this will be Libra placements and Aries placements. So, eclipse is all about shedding and then really letting go of the things that no longer serve you, being more authentic to self. So, be sure that you hold on to those energies come March 2025. So, next one is April 1. This is going to be like a joke. It's going to be the first Mercury retrograde of the year. Yeah, April 1, really? April Fool's Day, but it's not a joke, it's real. April 1, Mercury retrograde, it's gonna be in Aries, so watch your mouth. Aries is a very hot-headed sign. I know I'm an Aries moon myself, so I that is one of the shadows that I try to really suppress or really control and work with. And Mercury retrograde in Aries just signifies that you will be more hot-tempered, and you're you will have to watch your temper. You will have to watch your anger. Your words will be swords. Mercury in the tarot, communication is swords. And in astrology, Mercury is communication, and it will be wielded by Aries, literally the warrior of the zodiac. So your words will be like swords during Mercury retrograde, April 1. So do make sure that you don't let go of too hurtful words. They will always have an impact no matter what we try to give out there. So be careful with your words and be extra kind. What's good about knowing what the transit is at least you'll have some sort of control, and the awareness of it will help you plan ahead. The first eclipse season will end with a solar eclipse in Aries. So again, eclipse season, this time it's going to be in Aries. So more energy into being a go-getter rather than looking at the downside of Aries, which is hot-tempered, impatient. Rather, for solar eclipse on April 8th in Aries, you want to enhance the good side of Aries, being action-oriented, being fearless, confident, and being a go-getter. So those are the energies you want to manifest for April 8th at the solar eclipse in Aries. So next one is Jupiter and Uranus will form a conjunction on April 20. This will help you really break free from the things that are from the expectations of society and the things that people expect us to be, but you know for a fact you don't want to be anymore. This is going to be for the collective, all right? This is transits happening for everyone, not just for the sign of this video. So, April 20, good time to really break out of your shell, move out, find your own thing. And it's time to realize that you are your own person and you shouldn't be doing things for the benefit of other people just because they expect you to. At the end of the day, you're living for yourself. All right? Next, May 25, Jupiter will enter from Taurus into Gemini. Now, Jupiter is actually a detriment in Gemini. It was much more comfortable on the opposition of Gemini, which is Sagittarius. But having a very expansive planet into Gemini, which is the most talkative sign in the zodiac, um, you will be encouraged to learn, expand on your knowledge, expand on your charisma, expand on your communication. Despite Jupiter not being so comfortable here, Jupiter is always the bringer of good luck, the bringer of expansion. So it will expand you into Gemini energies, being versatile, confident in your speaking, talkative, and very Gemini things, smart even. A lot of the Geminis I know are very smart and intelligent. They're very fast too. So I really like that about Gemini. A lot of my best friends are Geminis. All right. So Another Mercury retrograde is going to happen on August 5. Mercury retrograde take two. And it's going to be it's going to start in Virgo and then moves over to Leo eventually. So, uh, Mercury is happy in Virgo, but it being in retrograde um, kind of makes the Virgo sad. The Virgo placements out there, you will feel stuck. You will feel like you can't seem to say anything or do anything. And that's all right because this is just a season. So take a time to slow down. That's totally fine. And then when it moves over to Leo, Mercury retrograde in Leo, you're going to feel mummed. You're going to feel a bit muted. You know how Leo is such as, I'm a star, Pearl. I'm a star. Everyone look at me. But it Mercury in Leo retrograde, you're gonna feel shy. You're gonna look more inward, and you're gonna concentrate more on your inner energies rather than your outer energies. There. That is Mercury retrograde. That's starting August 5. And then September 17, a second eclipse season. So expect endings, expect shedding. There will be some arguments. And then know that if it's not for you, it's okay to let it go. And the lunar eclipse will start with Pisces, and the solar eclipse will be in Virgo. No, no, no. The lunar eclipse will be in Pisces. Sorry about that. The lunar eclipse will be in Pisces. So people with Pisces and Virgo placements should expect big, big changes. And know that if it's for you, it will stay. If it's not for you, let it go. Totally fine. And then October 2, that is the solar eclipse. Sorry about earlier. I made a mistake. But October 2 is the solar eclipse in Libra. And tama. So the last was the lunar eclipse in Libra. This time it's going to be a solar eclipse in Libra. So you want to be able to really shine out the positive traits of Libra during this time, which is diplomacy, empathy, beauty, even since Libra is a Venusian sign. So launching something that has anything to do with Libra energies during this time will be a good thing. And then another date that I want you to take note of is November 5. Sorry, another date is November 25. This is the third and last Mercury retrograde. And this year it's going to begin in Sagittarius. So, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, a very performative sign as well. So, rethink all of the things that you would want to do that is expansive. Rethink that opening a business, moving on to a new home, or getting a new job. Mercury in retrograde November 25 onwards, do make sure that you try your best to rethink those decisions and make sure that you are very, very confident in that decision. Look at all the possibilities that will happen, and if you can, wait for at least the end of the Mercury retrograde before making a decision. All right? So, those are the dates that I want you to remember before we start this video. Just to let you know, I'm looking at the chart right now in my computer. I'll try to put a small one here just so you guys know what I'm looking at. But from now and then, you'll be hearing clicks here and there. So apologies. But I just want you to know that I'm looking at it right in front of me, okay? Another thing that I want you guys to know, this is very important, that these energy predictions and these horoscopes are not here to make you feel crucified to whatever it is that is going to be shown. In fact, I want the opposite effect. I want you to have more control. The awareness of the energies coming towards us will help you in your decision making, will help you gain more control. All right? So don't ever feel like you're trapped. This is merely just energy that you can manipulate yourself. We all have that magic within us. Okay? Hello there, Taurus. Let us start with your January 2024. So, Taurus, good news for you. You have Jupiter in Taurus on your first house. You will have a lot of abundance coming into your confidence, into yourself, and making things work for you. 2023 caused a lot of changes in the workplace and in business for you. This 2024, you will finally reap the benefits. Communication is something very important for you for 2024. So I do suggest that you make sure that you are very transparent with your ideas. 2024 will be filled with fresh starts for you and lots of luck. This is a very auspicious period for you to start a business, meet someone good for you, or finally taking that big step into the relationship that you currently have. For January and for also for the first half, it's good for you to really work hard because Jupiter is in your home sign. So this is a good time to really plant all the seeds that you can. You would want to look into long-term investments, something that will make your money grow as time goes by. Apart from that, this is also a good time for you to learn something new, get a course that you've always wanted to learn something about, and truly concentrate a lot of energies into expanding your knowledge. I adjusted the mic, it was too in my face earlier. Okay, so moving over to February for you, Taurus. So I'm seeing here that you're going to be putting more energies on connections and friendships this time around. However, I will need you to be more careful and to tread these waters carefully because not a lot of people that you will meet and connect with will be as they seem. Some of them might be wolf in sheep's clothing. So, what's important is you stick with people that are projects will start to have some progress and things that you've always wanted to start from last year, you'll finally have the energy to do so for this year. March 2024, this month is all about reputation and image. You will need to put more effort into presenting yourself well in front of a group of people. There's like a boost in your reputation for this month. So whatever it is that you do, it's going to be times three. So if you do a good thing, times three to your reputation. If you do a bad thing, it's going to affect it a little bit more than usual. So do make sure that you think before you click, think before you speak, and avoid conflict as much as possible. If you can, choose your battles. If you truly have to fight for something, choose your battles and try to understand if this is truly something that is worth it. March is also between March and May is also like the first eclipse season. It won't affect you as much as Aries and Libra, but it still will affect you when it comes to work, since Aries is in your 12th house and Libra is in your 6th house. So do make sure that you are taking care of your mental health and your physical well being and not to let yourself burn out. This is a good time to collaborate with other people and to create partnerships that are based on authenticity. That's the most important thing. You don't want to invest energies into people that you know will not reciprocate, that you know will just take advantage of you. That's what your gut feeling is for. So, for you, your gut feeling is much more magnified for this year. Take advantage of that. Moving over to April of 2024, this is a good time for you to make investments and to start significant projects that at first was quite risky for you, especially for 2023. But for this time of the year of 2024, it wouldn't be as risky anymore. So, this is a good time for you to take that leap forward. And do make sure that you create an intelligent decision on this. Just because the stars are saying that this is a good sign to do, if you feel like you're truly not ready, you don't have to force yourself. But knowing what's going to happen will help you get ready for it. That's what the readings like this are for. So it's a good time for you to finally push that project that you've been pushing back for the last year, and always keep in mind to innovate all the time and do something that you haven't done before. Apart from that, you will find a new interest in your religious journey, in your spiritual journey, and you will follow a path that you felt is true to your heart. And I do highly encourage that you connect with your higher self and your intuition for this month. You will be You will be suffering a bit from people talking behind your back around this time. So, as what was mentioned before, pick your battles. I wouldn't meddle and I wouldn't care that much. Practice detachment on this. So, don't let yourself be affected too much by the naysayers. But definitely, you will be surrounded with a lot of people this time of the year, and all of those people are there for that are not all of the people that are there are happy for you, and you will have to accept that we can't really please everyone. So if you do find yourself in a situation wherein a friend betrayed you, do know that that friend is just telling you that they are not worth to be your friend. Moving over to May of 2024, this time of year, you will feel sexy. You will feel beautiful and magnetic. So take advantage of that. You have so many planets on the first house. Your Venus is on the first house. It's in Taurus. You're at home and you will feel extra beautiful. So invest on self. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Put on some makeup, get that hairstyle you've always wanted to do, change up your wardrobe. This will be a good time for you to really expand on self. And this is also the last time that Jupiter will be in Taurus. So use that to your advantage by earning more money and putting it on an investment account that you know the money will work for you. And then as well, still there will still be problems with connections, so just be wary of that and put more energy into loving yourself. Loving yourself will cause you to have better boundaries, and your boundaries will protect you from unwanted experiences and low quality experiences as well. Love is in the air for you. If you're not in a relationship, it is possible that you will attract someone during this time. So do make sure that you use those boundaries at work and get those boundaries to work for you. I mean, you are a magnetic and beautiful creature. You do not settle for less, okay? Just because someone likes you doesn't mean that you're indebted to like them back. Just because someone took you out on a date, you don't owe them anything. That is very important to dig into your mind. Yung utang ng loob thing, just because they took you out, that is not something that you should hold on to all the time. They asked for your time by asking you out. Stop worrying about will they like me? And start worrying on will I like them? Actually, don't worry. Think. Think, will I like them? Rather than thinking, will they like me? That's your mantra for this month and possibly for the end of the year, right? So concentrate on self, building your self confidence, building your sexiness, your body, your pretty face, and make use of that because people will treat you exactly how they perceive you. And truth be told, pretty privilege is a real thing. And you have pretty privilege. Use it. All right, moving over to June of 2024. So Jupiter finally entered Gemini around this time, said bye to Taurus and on to Gemini. It is on detriment on this sign since Jupiter is not exactly happy here. He's much more happier in Taurus, Cancer, and Sagittarius. But it being in Gemini means that you will be much more quick with your wit. You will be gifted with learning anything that you want to learn, and you will be quicker than usual. So, lots of planets as well on the second house, all in Gemini. So, if you want to really manifest for something, I will need you to communicate it clearly to the universe and make sure that your mind is not cluttered with negative thoughts. Negative thoughts will just fuel you with anxiety, and we don't want that. Your thoughts should be filled with something that is going to be good for you, like gratefulness, your wishes, your authenticity, you loving yourself. Those are the things that you should fill your mind with, not negative stuff. Okay? Lots of planets on the second house, it means lots of opportunities to grow financially through communication. So, this is a good time for you to present your idea, be innovative with your ideas, and actually put it out on the world and do something about it. Moving over to July of 2024, this will be a month of lifelong lessons for you with regards to friendships and connections. You will develop close friendships for the past few months, and some of them might come and go due to the eclipses that might happen. So, This is a good time for you to really know what is it that you truly want in relationships, be it platonic or a romantic relationship. And you will be discovering a lot more about how you want to be treated and how you not want to be treated. So your boundaries will be improved, your rules and your ethics to self will improve as well. Lots of concentration on making yourself happy. So being happy is loving who you are. Authenticity is truly your theme for the next year. And do make sure with your authenticity, you do things with integrity and you do things on how an honest person would do them. Being completely honest with self will reap you a lot of benefits for the next year. On top of that, you will have a lot more loving energy with the people that are closer to you, your family and your really best friends. So, this is a good time for you to meet up with your childhood friends or have dinner with your family if you're not living with them, or really just spend time with the people that truly matter. This is a good time for you to further that relationship. It's like a boost in your friendship. The more you do it, it's going to be times two in increasing the relationship with them. Moving on to August. For August, you will have a lot of innovative ideas that will change your perspective on how you see the world. You would want to contribute something to the world that will help generations after you, be it your inventions, your ideas, the work that you do. And this is also a good time for you to look for your place in society. What is it that I am contributing into this world? What is that I'm trying to get in order for me to be known? What is the reputation that I will leave once I'm gone? Those types of thoughts will run through your head for August of 2024. Your home life will greatly improve. You will want to clean up your condo and make sure that your condo, your house, or whatever, and you want to make sure that the home that you're going for, the home that you are coming home to, is truly something that you can call home. A lot of people actually cannot call the places that they come home to as a home because they don't come home to a peaceful place. What I want you to do is to come home to a place where you truly are serene, where you can truly heal, and do make sure that this is also a place where you can find peace within yourself. Moving over to September of 2024, organization and processes is very important here, no shortcuts. So if you want to do something, do it right. Do it by the book. You wouldn't want to be too independent or too free thinking during this time. This is a time for you to follow the rules and follow tradition and be more compliant with how things are run before. Play it safe for September of 2024. As much as we want you to innovate, at least for the last few months, this is a good time for you to really just sit back and let other people lead for once. You don't have to exert too much effort. This is a good time for you to chill. And here, we also want you to take care of your health, especially your stomach. Do make sure that you don't eat too much to the point that you might throw up, and don't eat too less to the point where you might faint. Okay, you have to make sure that your health is in tip top shape. Take your vitamins, exercise. You want to be able to stay healthy for September. You will, it's like a boost. If you were going to exercise during this time, it's going to be much more effective compared to other months. So use that to your advantage to get a jump start. But if you do neglect it, then it's just going to get worse and worse, right? So there's really no way to go but up from here. Start that physical journey. Start that fitness journey that you've always wanted to start. Moving over to October of 2024, work, 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 work. You are going to concentrate on making things work for you at work. So, lots of progress at work. This is a good time for a promotion. If you want to be really well known in your place of work, then this is a time for you to really put yourself out there. You have to be diplomatic and honest, and it's best if you are going to play things fair and avoid conflicts as much as possible. This is a good time for you to be kind to your colleagues and extend your help if you can. Of course, not to the point where you will get burnt out. I'm not telling you to stay after hours, but I'm telling you to work hard because you will be recognized for it around this time. On top of that, you will have a lot of energies on making new methods and making innovative ideas work this time. If September was all about like following the rules and all that, October, you're going to go out of that shell again. And since you are in a better position at work, you will find some sort of better solutions in order to make things more efficient for the company, for your own sake as well. And on top of that, your health will be much better for this month as long as you keep on your regimen into making things work. And good news for the single Pringles, you might meet someone around this time. If you are not single and you're already in a relationship, changes will come in your relationships. Perhaps you will finally get a milestone in your relationship that you've always wanted to happen, a proposal maybe. I don't know. But definitely something will change in your relationships. Or for the single Pringles, you might meet someone there. So I'm actually very excited for you. And do just keep your boundaries and your standards in place. Those will protect you from low quality partners. That will truly be your filter system. So don't ever turn off your filter system unless of course you want to have another lesson from the universe. Okay, this is going to be for November of 2024 for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Here, travel is possible for you to do. You can find yourself to go on a vacation that you've always wanted to go to. Just do make sure that the weather conditions are good and be very well prepared for this. Impulsive trips is not something I would suggest. Do a trip that you really planned out for and a trip that is very far away from here if you can, that a kind of trip that will be very educational for you and something that's also very memorable for you, since this is a good time for you to learn all about culture and all about the philosophy of other people, and that will greatly affect how you view life. Your perspective in life will change a lot for November. And on top of that, long term investments are very important here, be it with people, with money. So if you are going to invest something, your energy or your money on something, do make sure that they are going to pay off in the long term. Be it with people, invest your energy with people that are worth it, not the people that you know will just, you know, not be very good to you. Invest it on people that you know will make sure that you are treated well. If you are going to invest it in a property, do or any type of business, do make sure that they are legit and authentic. Remember, authenticity is your theme for the year. So authenticity should never leave your plate. If you are going to invest, ensure that they are authentic. Be smart about your investments. Lastly, for December of 2024, love is in the air again. I think you will find someone here that will truly be very different from everyone else that you've dated before. Or if you are in a relationship, you will finally get the one thing that you've always been asking them. If they are not willing to give it to you, then they are not for you. 2024 is like a push towards where relationships should be, not just for Taurus but for almost all the signs. So if you are not getting that progress in the relationship that you are in for 5 years already, then why are you staying pa? There will be people out there that will treat you better, that will actually treat you the way that you deserve. It really does all depend on how much you love yourself. Do you love yourself enough to allow yourself do you love yourself enough to really enforce your boundaries and your standards in your relationship? Or do you not love yourself enough that you're willing to stay in a relationship where you're not happy? So, for the people with relationships out there, do make sure that this relationship is going to be worth it, especially for those that have already went through their Saturn return 27 onwards or 28 onwards. You are supposed to be looking for someone that you are that you potentially will be a partner with for a long time. It's not a time to waste time anymore. So, if you are in a process where you're still trying to figure things out, I do recommend that your rotational date don't settle until you know this person is going to be good for you. Most of the time, you already know by the second, third month. So if you are not feeling that good spark by then, it's okay to let them go. There are ilang taon na ba na sa world ngayon? I don't know, 7 billion? There's so many people in the world. There will be someone that will be good to you. Trust me. You don't have to stay with that mama's boy, or you don't have to stay with that spoiled brat of a woman. Okay? You have to make sure that your boundaries and your standards are at play, so you don't have to settle with someone that isn't just for you, that hasn't healed themselves enough for them to treat you well. So for December, again, a lot of and concentration on relationships, and a lot of concentration as well on how you find your home. Your home is your comfort zone. Is your comfort zone truly comfortable? Sometimes we're so used to unhealthy things that we find them in our comfort zone. So our comfort zone should be purged as well. If yours, like for example, your comfort zone is your family, but your family likes to shout at the house. So you're used to shouting. And it took a person outside of your home to tell you shouting is not okay. Shouting is abusive. Sometimes we're so used to that type of environment that we forget that that is not healthy. So try to look at your comfort zone again. Try to look at your home and see if it's truly healthy. If it's not healthy, purge it out. This is a good time for you to really let things go, especially that you are at the end of 2024. You went through a rough year last 2023. You wouldn't want to bring that over to 2024 and for endings of 2024 to bring over to 2025. Taurus Sun Moon Risings, this is a time for you to step up your business, and step up your relationships. Good luck, Taurus.